find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw here. He locates Walker, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. 3rd down and 5. They'll set up a throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal. Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drop in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And his throw is incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They go play action. Kaiser. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll try and start this drive in the air, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Carry, it's Hill, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it, and here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. He'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football. Now
he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the run. Game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go. Ohio. Let's go, defense. Ohio. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Kessler goes off on 4th down, and on comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected. And I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Second and just one. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there for the Jets. 46 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
He'll look to throw. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal. As they run the counter play. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Let's go!
He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Kaiser to throw it this time. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here we go.
Kaiser now on second down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. The 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They run a draw here on second down, and now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
So all 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
And all these field goals are great, but it's touchdowns that win games for you in the NFL. So you just wonder if settling for 3 on some of these drives.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Play fake. Kaiser. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down, Kaiser. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go. Flex round. 38. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Here we go.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep down the field and nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Halfback sent in motion. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On the run, it's Crowell. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Second down following the run.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Here we go!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll toss it to Crowell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
Set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Back to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danny Shelton busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And